Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be the second episode for the season 3 of Cosmic Sky. I know the first video I wasn't actually planning on being an entire video. I just wanted to kind of go through and read through all of the new updates and changes that they were going to be doing for Cosmic Sky season 3. But there is a lot to get through, so I wasn't able to get through all of the updates and releases and still be able to do the first episode of my video, so I will be splitting this into two different videos, and the first will be just the update and releases, and this is going to be my second video for the start of my island. So here at the spawn, you'll see Team Red portal and a Team Blue portal. Those of you who watched my first video to show all of the updates and releases will know what those teams are. Basically, they are going to be YouTuber teams, and you have to choose which team you want to join before you can even choose your island or sell anything at all. 1% of everything that you sell will be delivered to your team that you choose. And there will be a /war. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this inside of the spawn area, or, well, not the spawn, this is the hub. No, I won't be able to do it here. So there is a /war command, and 1% of everything you sell will be delivered to your team captain for the war effort. So let us go ahead and get started. We will be sent to the spawn where we can then choose our island. I'm not sure if we have to choose our team here or if it doesn't matter which portal you go through, but I will be joining Team Blue, so here we go. Alright, wow, a lot of people at spawn right now. Okay, let us come over here where it's not so overly populated. Oh no, clouds, no, I need to turn those off. Hold on a second. Video settings, clouds. Where is clouds? Animations. Other? No. Performance. What? Turn those on. Those are supposed to help with FPS. Okay. Details, clouds. Okay. Didn't think that clouds would be in details, but okay. So, now that we got that turned off, so let's see. Before we're able to choose our island, we have to first choose a team. Team Red consists of YouTubers Vixter123, Pizza Hut, Zerka, Captain Sparkles. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm very sorry if I butcher this, but Kier Speedy, and Sidearms. And Team Blue will consist of Woofles, John Sandman, Rizzo, TBNR Frags, Jerome ASF, and Musuk. Selected by 67.67% of the players and selected by 32.33% of the players. Well, I am going to be at a disadvantage. I already know what team I'm going to be choosing even before finding out that information. But this is just the first day, and we will see just how much that ends up changing. Alright, so let us go ahead and get started with our island. Oops, hold on. IS. Create. Sorry, used to just doing IS and everything to start. So, I know I've done a how to start introduction video for Cosmic Sky, but I'm just going to go over some of these a little bit before I choose. The Cosmic Federation allows you a 25% experience gain, 10% outgoing PvE damage, minus 5% incoming PvP damage. Space Pirates allows you a 15% slash sell price, 10% resource node respawn, and a 2% dodge passive. And the third is the Cult of Yajiki, which offers a 10% PvP damage, 1% wither passive, and immune to slowness. So depending on what you prefer, you'll be able to get what you like out of Minecraft. If you like to PvE and fight mobs, you can go with the Cosmic Federation. If you just like a higher sell bonus and being able to sell things and make more money, Space Pirates is for you. And if you just prefer to PvP and fight people, well, the Cult of Yoshiki is for you. Me, I like to have the higher sell bonus and get more money. So I will be going with the Space Pirates. So the starter island for the Space Pirates is still going to be the same. It hasn't really changed up very much. One thing that I did get that is going to be different from Season 1 of my recording versus Season 3 is that I do actually have a rank this time. I know in Season 1 I was gifted a rank 1, and I was very excited to the friend who gave that one to me. But in Season 2, I ended up getting a rank 5. So if we do /kit, I am able to collect our starter kit. But I am also able to collect a rank 5 rank kit. However, I will not be claiming that right away because it is tiered to not just your rank, it's also tiered to your island level and your slayer level and your adventure progress. So I don't want to do that right away off the bat until I am actually able to get at least up to island level 2 just to get a little bit more of a bonus from that. So, first things first that we are going to change up. I am taking off this chat. Oh, that's going to look so much better. Alright. Let's do /toggle. Punch to kick. Keep instant break on. Where is... Okay, coin flip notifications are automatically turned off. Good, I don't like those notifications. Alright, everything else is good, I think. Player level up notifications are disabled. Alright, so most of the things that I ended up having set to last season are pretty much stayed the same. The only thing is the punch to kick, which I am re-disabling. I actually enabled that last season, but I will be re-enabling it this time, at least for a little while. So let us go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and check our challenges, see if anything has changed. Pretty sure most of the starter challenges are going to be very similar, but anything can change. So we'll first need to start off with planting 5 saplings, which is the same as before. Harvest 15 log resource node fragments from breaking down trees. think that was reduced. Pretty sure that one was higher than before. Well, it was higher previously, is what I'm pretty sure. Harvest 25 wood resource nodes, manually harvest 50 wheat, sell 32 bread using /sell, and fish up 5 trout. So those will be very easy to get to up until the trout, which will take a little bit of time because a level 1 fishing rod doesn't like to capture fish very much. So let us go ahead and get started. We need to first start with planting our saplings and then preparing for our wheat farm. So first things first, let's go ahead and claim our money note and let us start planting our saplings. So before I get our wheat farm, let's see, skills. Alright, so I've got 8 tokens. Let us go ahead and get our island skills maxed out. We want to get that rank 3 IS skills level 200% faster bonus, and we want to get that 90% durability loss in the island world. So go ahead and get those, and we will have 3 skill tokens left. So we can either go with the plus 10% outgoing PvE damage, minus 50% food loss, and minus 50% adventure leave timer. I won't be able to do the instant potions heal 25% more or the adventure mob loot, just because I only have 3 tokens remaining. Or I can go with the plus 2% max HP, bleed passive, shield reflect, and not be able to do the 2 times armor durability and dual wield ability. However, just the dual wield ability alone inside of the / adventure is a huge bonus. So, as much as some of the PvE might be a little bit more, oh, hold on, but that 50% adventure leave timer, I really want to get that dual wield ability, but the 10% outgoing PvE damage and the 50% leave timer is definitely a big bonus. I'm going to save those last 3 tokens. I'm not sure which one I want to choose yet. So I'm going to save that for now, and I will come back to that later. But just being able to get this IS skills level faster, the /fly, and the 90% minus 90% durability loss is going to be a huge bonus. So let's go ahead. Alright, so flight is actually not broken this season. Season 2 actually started with it being broken. You could not fly even if you had the rank available. So let us go ahead and place some of these inside of here. I'm not going to need those until I actually get my rabbit spawners. So I'm going to go ahead and do a speed run while I go through and collect a lot of the dirt and kind of level out some of my island here. And that way we can go ahead and get our wheat farm planted and get a lot of this flattened out. Right now, I'm just focused on collecting some of the dirt. So, be back in a bit. Alright, so now that we have our farm land pretty much tilled up, we can go ahead and start planting our seeds a little bit. It's gonna take some time to grow up. It's gonna be perfectly fine. Now, while I was doing that speed run, we did have a tree that grew. And although we already harvested the tree down, it did not drop us any saplings, so we're gonna have to actually wait for our second tree to grow to get us a sapling. Kinda sucks, but it is what it is. So, whenever you harvest a tree on Cosmic Sky, you get 2 items from the trunk. You're gonna get a cosmetic oak wood and a log resource fragment. The difference between a cosmetic wood is that you cannot craft with this. So, with a normal piece of wood, you would be able to put this into a crafting grid and get 4 oak planks from this, but you cannot get anything from a cosmetic wood because you cannot use it for crafting. Also, you are not able to place this inside of a furnace to get charcoal. However, you are able to place it inside of a furnace to use for cooking purposes as the fuel, but you cannot use it to smelt and burn down into a charcoal for fuel. You will either have to buy wood planks off of the /shop for your fuel source, or you'll have to farm up some coal from the coal nodes. However, I highly suggest going with buying wood planks from the shop. They are very, very cheap and they are worth the price to be able to buy and still have enough money from what you are selling. It is highly worth it, especially whenever you're just starting out and you are having to cook a lot of potatoes to get those baked potatoes to get the double the sale price. So I highly recommend buying the wood planks off of the shop and using those as a fuel source rather than trying to use your coal from the coal resource nodes. So while we wait for this wheat to grow and our tree sapling to decide to grow up, I am going to go ahead and go through and finish tearing down the rest of this island. But, actually, hold on a second. That is regular dirt, that can go right there. Let me see how much can actually sell. Not much. So the rest of this is just going to be thrown off here. We may have been able to use that for building, but honestly, not worth it. So let us go ahead and put these back out because we are gonna need to start getting ready for this. So this right here was obtained from growing our tree. Our tree grew up. That's good. I'll go ahead and collect those on camera so you'll be able to see the harvesting of the resource fragments. You need 5 resource fragments to create 1 log node. 1 log node, which we got this from our kit, you will be able to harvest once every minute and it will give you 1 wood scrap. You need 3 wood scrap to make 1 resource wood plank, and that is different from the cosmetic that I just showed you. It is going to allow you to use resource items are allowed to be able to use to craft with. So you'll be able to make any kind of wooden tools, including sticks for your tools, as well as a wooden hoe, wooden sword, wooden pickaxe. Anything that you can use to craft with wood can be used with a resource wood plank. So let us go ahead and craft this into a second log node, and we will be able to place both of these down. Where do I want to place them? So let us go ahead and place both of those. When you first place it, it will look just like a normal wood plank. If you right click on it, it will show you the respawn time on how long before they respawn, and you'll be able to mine it. So before I go down below to finish tearing down the island, let's go ahead and tear down this tree. You'll see the resource fragment that just dropped, as well as both of the cosmetic wood that we just picked up. Now, please give me a sapling. I don't want to have to buy one. Nice, so I'm going to be able to get a third log node from this tree. I like it whenever they get at least 5 high. Okay, so I got 1 sapling. Can I get any more? 1 sapling? Are you serious? Okay. Let's go ahead, replant those, and while that is growing, oh, okay, so this one has finished. Let's go ahead and mine these up, and I'll be able to show you. The other one went right over there. I'll have to pick it up. With my instant respawn for my rank, sometimes as soon as I mine it, it will instantly respawn. So I'm able to get 3 wood scraps from those 2 nodes, which is enough to give me 1 resource wood plank. This 1 resource item I can use to turn into 1 stick. You do not need 2 planks to be able to turn it into sticks on the server here. You just need 1 plank. Doesn't matter if you have a whole stack of them or if you just have 1. 1 plank will turn into 1 stick. Let's see if we can get any more, and then I'm going to go down below. Ooh, I can get a third. Nice. Okay. Where did you... Okay, there we go. It went behind me. So, able to get 2 sticks from that. And I'm just going to put those inside here for now. That I will be needing to create a pickaxe a little bit later. Put my weed away. Let's see. I want to make sure not to damage the lake, so I'm only going to go about as high as here. Because until I'm able to get an area set up for my whole little farm, I want to keep that top portion intact, but still have a decent amount of room torn down and ready to build. So let me go ahead and do another speed run here while I tear all of this down, and I will be back in just a bit. Alright, later guys. Alright, so now that we've gotten all of that flattened out at the bottom for the most part, let's go ahead, re-enable that real quick. Let's go ahead and get a lot of this all torn down over here, and we have just about enough money to level up our island without doing anything else except for tearing down our island. That's literally the only thing that we've sold so far. It's just tearing down our island and selling down the blocks that we have for our current island. So let's go ahead. What the? Um, what the? Okay. Eldram, what you getting us? Every time that a staff member starts to give you a bunch of air, they're always about to give you an admin item, which we just received. Map 3 has begun. Which side will you pick, red or blue? Well, already chose our team. We are Team Blue. So let's see, are we able to see if that percentage has changed any yet? So 90,000 for Team Red, 31,000 for Team Blue at the current moment. Not Warthog. I want to see how many, maybe team? Yeah, okay, there we go. So 33% are blue and 66% are still red. Alright, well, some of that might end up changing. Let's go ahead and try tearing down this tree again. It didn't want us to tear it down a second ago. There we go. Let's just get all of this out of the way real quick. I actually ended up having to leave just a little bit ago, so that's why the trees kind of sprouted up out of nowhere right after I had just planted them. So yeah, it did have a little bit of time passing right before the speed run ended, but I really didn't do a whole lot. I just had to stop recording for a moment. There we go, one more. Getting plenty of saplings now, whereas when we first started out, we barely got anything. Alright, replant both of those. Lag. There is going to be a little bit of lag expected for the server. This is the first day back on the server, and there are currently 4,413 players. Well, no, at the top it says 16, so 4,409 players now, pretty much. But all trying to create islands all at the same time. So, and wow, has it been that long? I actually totally forgot about the instant break, totally going into the inventory. But yeah, so there is going to be some lag that you're going to be expecting because there's 4,000 players all creating islands, all pretty much at once, trying to get everything started pretty much. So if you do experience some lag, just remember, this is the first day of the server. There we go. I knew that was going to happen. The leaves weren't instant breaking. Okay, so basically, it is the first day of the server. There is going to be some lag because everyone is creating brand new islands. It's going to take some time. Just deal with it for a little bit. It will pass. The lag is not going to stay there because once everyone has gone through that process of creating their islands, that lag will pass. So give me just a moment. I will be back in the server in just a second. Alright, and we are back in the server. So let's go ahead and reactivate our fly again real quick. So we currently have most of our wheat finished. During our speed run, we were able to finish our plant 5 saplings and harvest 15 log resource node fragments from breaking down trees. We're currently still working on harvesting 25 resource nodes, so haven't done any of that yet, but, well, it didn't register, should I say. It didn't register any of our progress that we had originally started, so everything that we did previously is not going to register until you actually get to that specific challenge. So we have currently, hello, lag, get back here. Come on, don't do this to me. Oh God. Alright, be right back, guys. Alright, so let's try this again. Alright, there we go. Now I'm getting the items. So we have 4 log resource nodes currently that we can mine, plus we also have the fragments right here that we can use to make 5 more log nodes. So once those respawn, I'll have 9 log nodes to be able to mine up, and those 25 will go through very fast. Let's see what is our next challenge right after that. We have to manually harvest 50 wheat. That won't be an issue. We're currently expanding out our wheat farm right now, and this is just going to be temporary, guys. This is just a little starter island area right here. This entire area will be completely torn down, and we will be building, oops, forgot the hot wire is activated right now. We will be building a farm all the way down at the bottom of our build limit down there. So, lag. Okay, so we will be expanding down for our farm, and everything here, I see seeds right there, but it's not a fertile land. What? That's not farmland, but the seeds are still there. I'm not going to complain, but that's a little weird. Is it going to grow with the dirt like that? I don't know if it'll grow. I'm going to leave it there because I'm kind of curious if it'll actually grow like that. So if anyone can see the hitbox right there, it's still there. I'm going to leave it there just to see. Let me go ahead and get the rest of these trees torn down again. And we'll be able to start making some more log nodes. We almost have enough money because we've got $2,100 so far. Almost have enough money for the first island upgrade. That will be awesome. And as I was saying before I ended up getting kicked from the server, this is all just from tearing down the island. I haven't sold any of the wheat yet. Technically, I'm going to be waiting until the bread challenge so that I can sell all of the wheat from the bread. And we haven't made any money from the farmland yet. all of our money that we've made has purely just been from tearing down our island. You can easily get $2,500 for your first island upgrade just from that alone. Don't want to instant break anything currently right now. I don't know why I'm being so picky about instant breaking something. I'm just about to start tearing it all down anyway, so honestly, don't need to be so picky about what I hit. Only thing I don't want to be hitting right now is the ground. That needs to kind of stay for a little bit, and I think I might be getting kicked because I'm not instant breaking these leaves anymore. Please don't kick me. I don't need to be kicked another time while I'm recording. Please, please, please. You know what? Maybe it was because I was holding those. Could be. Yeah, I think it was because I was holding the log resource fragments. There are certain items that if you hold it down, or if you hold certain items in your hand, you won't instant break anything. So, if you hold a piece of wheat in your hand, you can hit the ground and it won't instant break. However, if you have an empty hand, it will instant break anything that you end up hitting. But hold the wheat and it won't instant break it. So I'm pretty sure the log resource fragments is the same way. Yeah, that's what the issue was. I was just holding the wrong item. Okay. So let's go ahead and finish getting all these. I'm not going to replant the saplings right away because I don't want to have this entire video just be me tearing down trees because they're growing so fast. But it really does help with getting a lot of the nodes that you need at the very beginning. And one thing that you can do, even though you hit however many nodes that you want, you can always sell them. I don't know why people actually buy them. I don't understand why people will buy log nodes. It's so easy to make them. And growing trees is super easy, super fast. But people will buy log nodes because they don't want to do the work. So if you have an excess of log nodes that you really don't want to have anything to do with, that is a very good starter income to get a little bit of, just a little bit of side money. It's not going to be a lot, but it doesn't have to be a lot. When you're starting out, that's really all you need. It's just a little bit of extra income. And that will help to get you started. So let's go ahead and finish getting the rest of this all torn down. It's not going to be a whole lot, but let me go ahead and do another speed run here while I finish all the rest of this. And I'll be back in just a bit. Later, guys. Alright, so now that we've got all of that torn down, we have a nice little flat area to work with. It doesn't look like much right now. It kind of looks like a big jumbled mess, but don't worry. As I said, this will be temporary. We aren't going to be keeping any of this. All of this will be torn down, every one of those layers. So, right now, we just need a little bit of room and just to get started. So as I was mentioning right before I did the speed run, we had about $2,100 before we tore down the rest of this, and we now have $2,658, which is just enough to be able to get our island level 2. So first level is, of course, you start out at level 1, cost is free, nothing to upgrade. Start out at a spawner limit of only 10 spawners and an island radius of 16. Now, this does not mean that you only have 16 blocks. Radius is all blocks in each direction. So if I was to turn on my chunk borders, this is a little different from last season. Okay, we actually have an actual center this time rather than how it was set up. Okay, so before it was pretty much literally 4 chunks is the entire island. But if you were to count from this block over here over to there, it would be about 32 blocks. And I think technically it would be 33, and one side wasn't able to break. Unless they changed the exact layout from side to side. I think they might change that because of that one end not being able to break. But basically, the entire island is 32 blocks across. So whenever you are looking for the island radius, that is literally each direction of your island, north, south, east, and west, is the radius. The diameter is the entire size from one corner to the other, from one side to the other. Island level 2 is going to cost $2,500, which we just barely have enough, but that's all we need. We are able to get a spawner limit of 25, island radius of 20, so a total of 40 blocks for our island, ability to place furnaces, and ability to place chicken spawners. However, we're not able to place the chicken spawners yet because we are still going to be on our rabbit spawners. We haven't even started on our rabbits yet. Right now, we are currently still just on wheat. We're about to be finished with wheat pretty soon and being able to move on to potatoes, but we won't be able to get a potato until we get enough money to actually buy it from either the AH or go into the adventure and find it from the adventure loop. Let us go ahead and get our island level up to level 2, and we can get our slash kit for a level 2 kit. So a rank 5 level 2 comes with a money note of anywhere between $63 to $125. That's not going to be much, but it is going to be higher than what a level 1 would have been. 1 to 5 rabbit mob spawners, which is pretty much what we're after right now because we don't have any rabbit spawners right now. 1 to 2 stone enchantment gems, and 2 to 5 abandoned ruins adventure loot. Now the adventure ruins loot and the stone gems will level up depending on which adventure map you are currently in. Everyone starts out in the abandoned ruins, but as you are able to unlock the different adventure maps, those tiers will level up if it'll open. Come on. There. Hello. Let me try this again. There we go. So we have 8 adventure runes. There's 28 people inside of the adventure rune 8, 19 inside of number 7, 20 in number 6, 17 in number 5, 22 in number 4, 21 inside of number 3, 20 in number 2, and 25 people inside of adventure 1. You'll be able to see the number of people that are inside the adventure down at the bottom of that menu. You'll be able to get different items depending on which adventure you go into. Abandoned Ruins you're able to get, you can only use stone weapons and chain armor. So you're able to get wood sticks, planks, and log resource nodes. Wood weapons and tools, stone scraps, and cobblestone nodes. Stone weapons and tools, chainmail armor, coal nodes. You're able to find wheat, potatoes, and carrots, as well as the carrot recipe, which I can show you that here in just a moment. You can find spawners for chickens, cows, and spiders, and then the custom recipes you're able to find are sugar cookies, burnt smoked beef, rabbit farmer stew, roast beef, fermented spider eyes, and smoked salmon and eggs. Lost Wasteland, you'll be able to use up to iron weapons and iron armor, but you won't be able to use diamond quite yet. You can find iron scraps and iron nodes, iron weapons and tools, iron armor, sugar, beetroots, and netherwort, as well as the sugarcane, netherwort, and beetroot recipes, which each of these recipes, just like the carrot recipe in the Abandoned Ruins, you need a recipe to unlock the next tier for your crops. You have to grow a certain number of crops and unlock the crop before you are able to plant any of that crop down on your island. And in the demonic realm, you will be able to use diamond weapon and diamond armor. You'll be able to find diamond scraps and diamond nodes, diamond weapons, tools, and diamond armor, pumpkins, melon, and chorus fruit. You'll be able to find pumpkins, melons, and chorus recipes, as well as pig zombies and blaze spawners, auto mining bots, auto crafting bots, and the glistening, I think they misspelled that, glistering. I think they misspelled that, glistering melon. So we already have, this is the very first day of the server, guys. We already have one person who has already unlocked the Lost Wasteland map. No, two people. Okay, so there's one in map 3 and one in map 1. We already have two people who've unlocked the Lost Wasteland already, and this is just the first day of the server, guys. So let me go ahead and harvest up this wheat. Not doing any of us any good, just sitting there all fully grown. And let us see what we can get in our rig kit. So 3, 2, 1. We've got 4 rabbit spawners. We have a stone repair scroll. We have a $120 money note. Not bad for only a level 2 rank kit. The rank kit was only able to go up to $123, I'm pretty sure. So that's not a bad find. We have a stone gem for Boss Slayer 1, 80% break chance. That's not bad. We could actually sell that for a somewhat decent amount of money because people are going to want to start getting the boss slayers and start trying to slay some bosses inside of the adventures. I don't mind selling that because I'm not all that great at attacking the bosses, so I'll go ahead and sell that and make some money off of it. We have a 50% chain armor repair scroll and a chicken spawner, so we have 1 chicken spawner to start off with. However, as I mentioned, we cannot place this. If we try and place it, it will not let us place it, and it will tell us that our island does not meet the requirements to place chicken spawners. So what we will need to do is we will need to come over here, shift, and hey, why aren't those stacking? Oh no, hold on. I know why they're not stacking. Okay, don't need to shift it. I need to get a pickaxe to break that. But anyways, so we need to place those inside of there. And get us some grass. Come on, break. There we go. Okay. Get us some grass and let us get some rabbits starting to spawn in. I know these guys look like pigs right now. That's just a little thing with the server. But if you right click it, these are rabbit spawners inside of here. And it will tell you how many spawners is inside the stack. So give it some time. They will spawn. It just all they need is some grass to spawn in on. But these are only 4 spawners. It's gonna take some time. So as I was talking about for the farming recipes, if you type in /is farming, you'll be able to find all of your different farming recipes and your requirements. So we need to grow 100 wheat in order to unlock potatoes. We have 96 grown. We only need 4 more to go before we can unlock wheat. Not too bad. Problem is we don't have our potato yet, so we can't plant any potatoes until we start getting enough money to buy the potato off the AH or go into the adventure and find it from a loot chest. Carrots are the first farming crop that is going to require a farming recipe. You're going to need to grow 2,500 potatoes in order to unlock carrots, but you also need a farming recipe or it will not unlock. You can find the carrot recipe in either the /adventure or you can also get the carrot recipe through your challenges. But I don't remember which challenge it is that gives it to you. I just know you can get a carrot recipe from your challenges. Complete your challenges, go through your challenges, find your carrot recipe, and you can get the carrot recipe for free and go through there. The carrot recipes are going to be one of the most expensive starter farming recipes to start with. People are going to want to sell those for high value because it is the first farming recipe that you are able to get and that you are going to need in order to be able to progress. Best bet, try and get that carrot recipe for free, whether it's through the /adventure or through your challenges. Next, you will get through sugarcane. You want to grow 15,000 carrots and unlock the sugarcane through your sugarcane recipe. Next is going to be beetroot. You need to grow 75,000 sugarcane and need a beetroot farming recipe in order to unlock beetroot. Netherwort, you're going to need 100,000 beetroot grown and a netherwort recipe. And for melons, you're going to need 250,000 netherworts grown in order. You're going to need 250,000 netherwort and a melon recipe in order to unlock melons. 5 million melons grown plus the pumpkin recipe in order to unlock pumpkins. And then 7,500,000 pumpkins grown and a chorus fruit recipe before you can unlock chorus fruit. Each of these are going to have a growth limit for the day. So for wheat, you can only grow 2,500 wheat to start. Just give me a moment and I'll explain just what I mean by that. But to start, you can only grow 2,500 wheat a day. Potatoes, 5,000 is the daily limit. 10,000 for carrots, 15,000 for sugarcane, 20,000 for beetroot, 50,000 for netherwort, which is very hard to reach. I don't even think I was even able to complete that growth limit for the day on season 2. you need a lot of auto farmers, or auto planters and collection chests to be able to meet that limit. You're going to need, you can only grow 250,000 melons a day, 500,000 pumpkins, and 1,000 chorus fruit a day. Now, every time that you maximize your growth limit for each crop, as whenever you maximize it each day, the next day on the server reset, it will automatically increase by, what was it? I think it's 10%? 1%? 1% or 10%? See, so 10% of that would be about 250. I think it might be a 10%. So each day, as soon as the server resets, it's going to increase by about 10%, and the farming limit will be higher, and you can grow more and make more money. Now, just because you moved on to potatoes or carrots or sugarcane or beetroot, you're not going to want to stop growing these lower items, because what it comes to is the custom item recipes. This is where you're going to be making your most money from. You're going to need, whoa, they increased that a lot. Holy crap. Whoa, okay. I'm sorry here. Okay, so you're going to need 40 wheat and 20 sugar to make one sugar cookie, and it sells for $5,000 each. That's per each sugar cookie. You're going to need 45 carrots and 15 rabbits in order to make one rabbit farmer stew, and that sells for $11,250 each. Mashed soup is going to need 40 baked potatoes and 20 beetroots, and that will sell for $18,000 each. Fermented spider eyes, you need 15 spider eyes and 30 sugar, and those will sell for $11,250 each. Burnt smoked beef, you need 10 steak and 10 coal, which is really where you're going to be wanting those coal notes to go to. Don't use your coal for your furnaces. Save up your coal. Don't sell your coal. Use these for your burnt smoked beef. This is going to be making a lot of money, and you're going to be needing for your roast beef right here later down the road. And I'm pretty sure it's for the chorus fruit as well, but I'll get to that in just a second. So, $13,500 each per your burnt smoked beef. Blistering melon, you need 40 melons and 10 gold nuggets. Gold nuggets is where you're going to be getting from your pig zombies, so it's going to take quite a while to be able to get up to pig zombie level. But those sell for $65,000 each. Your undead mushrooms, you're going to get 10 rotten, you need 10 rotten flesh and 30 nether wart, and you'll get one undead mushroom for $32,500 each. Okay, so roast beef was changed over to leftovers. Name change. Alright, so you need 10 rabbit farmer stew, which is all the way down over here, and 10 burnt smoked beef, which is this item right here, and you can get one leftover, which is $37,500. So if you were to get this, which is $13,500, and this item, which is $11,500, that would be, it'll be $24,750 if you were to sell these two individually. Combined, you would be able to get $37,500, which is just almost $12,000 extra. Then you have your corrupt chorus fruit. You need 50 sugar cookies, which are over here, 50 fermented spider eyes, which is this one right over here, 50 undead mushrooms right here, 25 glistering melons right over here, 25 mashed soup, which is right over here, and 5 chorus fruit. And you'll be able to sell each of those for $1 million each. This is going to be a very, very, very difficult recipe to craft, and it's going to take a very long time to get there, especially since chorus fruit, you have to grow 7,500,000 pumpkins, and it is the very last crop that you are able to unlock. It's going to take a very long time to get there, but once you can reach that, it is well worth it. Smoked salmon and eggs. You need 1 cooked salmon and 10 eggs, and you can get $5,000 each for that. 1 puffer fish and 10 mashed soup, which you can get right up here, sells for $35,000 each, and a bone bar. 8 bones and 2 iron ingots, which you can get from the iron nodes. The iron nodes will give you an iron scrap, and you need 10 iron scrap to make 1 iron ingot. Those will sell for $35,000 each. If you need any more info on where to locate or find anything, you can always just type /is, and most of your items are going to be right here inside of your island menu. Island management is just pretty much how many island members are on your island. Currently, it's just me right now. However, different from season 1 is that I do actually share my island now. I have season 2, I ended up sharing my island with a friend, and we played on my island together for season 2, which he will be joining me for season 3. But he's at work right now. He's not able to currently join me. I will be able to introduce him later inside of the next video, hopefully, and you will be able to meet him there. However, we might have a possibility a third player joining the island. He did mention that he wanted to, but he never got back to me on if he was willing to share the island, because he didn't know whenever he asked that I was already sharing my island with another person. So I told him that, I'm already sharing my island with another person right now, and if he wanted to join my island, let me know, and, everything would be good. However, he hasn't gotten back to me yet. I don't know if he wants to join the island still or not. If we do, or if he does, we might have a third island member, but I don't know if he's going to accept or not. He hasn't gotten back with me yet, so that's still up in the air, but we have definitely 2 island members that is going to be joining, plus a third possible member. Other areas that you can find is your island challenges, which we found earlier through our /challenge. We have finished our wheat farmer for harvest 50 wheat. We have finished our resource gatherer for harvest 25 wood resource nodes. Next, we need to finish with harvesting our 50 wheat. We're currently 42% of the way, and we have 21 of 50 harvested. Next is our bread maker challenge, which is what I've been waiting on. Sell 32 bread using /sell. And then we will be able to get onto our fishing challenge, which I'm not going to do on camera. Those level 1 fishing rods take way too long, and I'm not going to sit there on camera and just try and fish up those 5 trout. It's going to take forever. So once we can get that, we will be able to start moving on to building a cobblestone generator. It's the same as last season. It's going to be the fishing challenge is what is going to give you your lava bucket. Unless if you start out with the Cult of Yujiki Island, Cult of Yujiki automatically gives you lava on your island. All you would need is to purchase a water bucket, which is only $100, and you would be able to have water and lava right off the bat. If you don't start with Cult of Yujiki, you would need to go through your island challenges to get a lava bucket or buy it from the Slash shop, which costs $1,000. And when you're first starting out, you don't want to spend $1,000 right off the bat. So, islands challenges are going to be your fastest route to get your lava bucket and starting on a cobblestone generator. As soon as you get a cobblestone generator, it's going to be the same way as your trees. Whenever you break your cobblestone inside of the cobblestone generator, it will give you a cosmetic cobblestone, which you cannot craft with, you cannot smelt it down into stone. And it will give you a cobblestone resource fragment. You will need 64 resource fragments to make one cobblestone node. It's gonna take a while, it's gonna take some time. So just work at it, you'll get there. Next you'll be able to find is your island skills. You have farming skills, which I've already gone through, your slayer skills, mining skills, and fishing skill. So the farming skills are your crop menu that I showed previously. Your slayer skill is going to be all of your mobs that you need to go through. Now, it's going to be very similar to the crops. You need to kill rabbits in order to move on to chickens, and so on and so forth. You cannot place the chicken spawner until you meet your rabbit requirement. You need 750 rabbits slain in order to unlock chickens, 2,500 chickens slain in order to unlock cows, 7,500 cows in order to unlock spiders, 25,000 spiders in order to unlock zombies, 100,000 zombies in order to unlock skeletons, 350,000 skeletons in order to unlock pig zombies, 800,000 pig zombies in order to unlock blazes, and 2 million blazes in order to unlock a gas spawner, which is the newest spawner added. This was not inside of Season 2 or inside of Season 1. This is newly added for Season 3. Next skill is going to be your mining skill. You're going to have your log nodes, cobblestone nodes, coal nodes, iron nodes, diamond nodes, gold nodes, obsidian nodes, which is a new item, and your nether quartz nodes, which is also a new item. Now, just inside of this video alone, we have already completed our log node requirement in order to be able to place down cobblestone nodes. We only need to harvest 50 log nodes in order to get to cobblestone nodes, but we need to get to that cobblestone generator in order to get those resource fragments to get our cobblestone nodes. Or we can buy them in the shop for $2,500, but when you're first starting out, it's not going to be worth it. Maybe later down the road you can buy them. Honestly, cobblestone generator first starting out is going to be the cheapest way to go. It's going to take some time, but it's the easiest way. No, maybe not easiest, but you know what I mean. So, next thing, you're going to need 250 cobblestone nodes harvested in order to get to unlock coal nodes, and 1,000 coal nodes harvested in order to unlock iron, or you can do 1,000 cobblestone nodes in order to unlock iron. Either will unlock it. It doesn't have to be both. You can harvest 1,000 cobblestone nodes and it will unlock it perfectly fine. Next, you'll need 2,500 iron nodes harvested to unlock diamonds. And this is the bad part. Gold nodes did not have this requirement last season. You need to harvest 50,000 diamond nodes in order to unlock your gold nodes. 50,000 diamond nodes harvested in order to unlock obsidian nodes, and 10,000 obsidian nodes in order to unlock nether quartz. Downside to all of these is that all of these have to be manually harvested nodes. You cannot use an auto miner to auto mine any of these. It will not count towards your island mining level. And last is your fishing level. This is the one that every island hates because how much people hate fishing, especially on this island especially on this server. You start off with trout. You need to catch 5,000 trout before you're able to upgrade to salmon and collect trout and salmon. Then you need to catch 25,000 trout and 25,000 salmon in order to fish for clownfish. Then you need 50,000 salmon and 75,000 clownfish caught in order to get to pufferfish. Right here would be a list of all of your island commands: is-create, is-home, is-tp, player name, members, how to add a player, how to remove a player, ban, kick, delete, how to lock and unlock your island, is-list, which shows you all of your island lists all in one place. You can flip through the different pages to find which islands have a warp that is available to warp to. Is-set warp, is-delete warp, and then a description for your warp if you choose to have a description. Is-portal description allows you to place a portal on your island or a friend's island that you have access to. Is-rate, you can rate other players' islands from a 1 to a 10 on how well their island is built and how helpful that island is for other players. Then there's is-tags, where you can set tags for your island. So if you want people to be able to mine resource nodes on your island or be able to grind at the grinders or whatever you want, there are different island tags. So you can type is-tags, and there is farming, mining, slaying, fishing, casino, role-playing, and PvP. Each of these island tags you'll be able to set to your island, so when players are looking for something specific, they can go exactly to where they want to go. Last category is your island upgrades. You have your increased smelting speed to make your furnace faster, increased furnace fuel to make the burn time longer for your fuel, increased member count, how many extra members you are allowed inside of your island. You have a certain amount of members that you're automatically allowed to add to your island already, and then after that you have to unlock it through your island upgrades to increase up to 5 more members. Allow flight on your island. Now if you do not have rank 4 or 5, you can get flight on your island, but you have to be inside of an alliance. So your first island upgrade is going to be $5 million, and you can unlock for flight for alliance members only. Second one is going to cost, if I remember correctly, either 25 mil or 50 mil. I'm not sure. I don't really remember that one all that well. You can set your island for truces and alliance members, and then the third tier is going to be anyone on your island. It doesn't matter if they are in an alliance or not, anyone can fly on your island regardless of rank. Increase daily farming limit. This is going to be on top or in addition to what your daily farming limit increase is already going to be. A plus 1%, plus 2%, plus 3, 4, or 5% increase on top of what your current daily farming limit increase is already going to be currently. Increased mob spawning, 1.1, 1.25, 1.35, and 1.5 times spawn rate. Increased mob spawner XP, which you can get higher XP from whenever you slay each of the mobs. This is from manual kills only. Killing on a magma block is not going to give XP. Increased island fishing treasure, increased gem finder, increased auto mobs killed. So whenever, with the amount of mobs that will end up stacking, you'll eventually get to a point where the magma block doesn't kill them fast enough. So you want to get a percentage of the stack to die rather than each to die individually. So you'll be able to kill 2%, 4%, 6%, 8% of the stack, 10, 12, 14, 16, on up through 20% of the stack, maximum of 100 mobs per kill. Once you reach that point, no more than 100 mobs will die at a time at that 20% kill. Increased auto mob loot increases loot from stacked mobs that are auto killed and have their loot picked up by a collection chest. Increased pet XP on use, so every time that you use your pet and you gain XP from it, it increases how much XP you get. Increased crop growth increases the chance for a crop to double grow. This actually helped me out so much whenever I was working on my island, and it is well worth it, especially up inside of those higher tiers once you start getting to beetroot and netherwort and higher. Auto replant seeds. This was a godsend whenever they added this. I was getting so tired of manually harvesting all of those crops, especially whenever the auto planters were becoming so expensive and higher and higher and higher and more to upgrade. Those auto replant was a godsend. I absolutely loved it. As soon as you harvest the crop, it automatically replants a seed. Downside, it doesn't work 100% with wheat and beetroot because it doesn't replant the seeds from inside of your inventory. It only replants the seeds when you harvest it. Wheat and beetroot does not always give you a seed. So if you end up not getting a seed whenever you harvest the crop, it's not going to replant it because it didn't give a seed to replant. Only downside to that one. Increased gold refining. So whenever you have to smelt the, what are those unrefined called? Unrefined gold. You smelt them inside of a furnace and allows you to get a percentage increase for how effective the gold will smelt into the refined gold. Increased spawner count allows you to place more spawners on your island. Increased lucky mob spawn. Lucky mobs were the downfall of Season 2, and I really hope that they changed these lucky mobs. I know they nerfed the spawn chance, so it went from 0.5 chance all the way up to 2.5 chance. And now it only increases by 0.1 per upgrade, so a maximum of 0.5, but that 0.5% chance is still going to spawn quite a bit of lucky mobs, if done correctly. So the issue with that is going to be that if they did not nerf the spawner drop rate for lucky mobs, spawners are going to be way too hard to get, just like in Season 2. Season 2 spawners were way too easy to get with lucky mobs. Lucky mobs had a 100% drop rate at dropping a spawner shard. And it didn't matter how rare the spawn is going to be, as soon as a lucky mob spawned in, that was a 100% chance of a spawner shard. And it's going to be super easy for you to get spawner shards. So I'm really hoping that they nerf that. They did not mention anything about the nerf for spawner shards for lucky mobs, but I really hoped they nerfed that. I wasn't a fan of the 100% drop rate on that, and I'm really hoping that that was included in the nerf or is going to later be included, because that was way too OP. Way too OP. Decreased item durability decreases the chance of an item taking durability loss, and this is for anyone on your island, not just your island members. Well guys, that's all for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I was really wanting to have the first video be a little bit of an introduction, just like how Season 1. I wanted to go over as much as I could to help explain to someone how to start with Cosmic Sky and how to get started. I hope that I explained everything okay and it wasn't too long of a video. Hope to see you soon. Till next time, later guys.